Yesterday was such a fun day, but I left my camera at home. I had an interview, and the interview went really well. I felt that they were very satisfied with my performance and my answers. And so I won't know about the job until the 6th of February. And I'm set up with the temp agency, so all of that is finalized. And tonight is the art show, which is going to be right down the street. I'm looking forward to that. Also, right now, I'm waiting for a fellow knitter who's coming to interview me for a documentary that she's doing on knitting in Los Angeles. So while I'm waiting, I thought now would be the perfect time to show you guys my studio per request of She Does Makeup. She wants to know what my studio looks like and what a typical day is for me. So this is my makeup console, I guess you can say. And I have a lot of books. I grew up actually with a lot of books in our home. This is just some. I don't nearly have as many as I used to have. I gave away like maybe a whole bin, like 100 books or so before I moved here. That's my little computer area. This is my couch. A couple of products that I'm finishing up for the shopping party. This crochet covering that I have, my grandmother made this, and it's so beautiful. This over here is sort of the section that starts all of my products. This wardrobe that you see was given to me by my neighbor. Most of the items that you see inside here are vintage, and then I have a few other crocheted body knit tops and dresses. The other products, the lariats, the brooches, and the necklaces, earrings on this side, I just post them all up there. So I have a lot of space to fill up, so that's pretty cool. So I pretty much have the garment racks like categorized, like scarves and cowls and different things like that. Here are all of the chain reaction tops, and here is the table of hats, sewing machine, my laptop. My knitting machine is down there. When I'm not using it, it's just sitting there. And then up top, I have a few more items. I have a Vogue collection. I think my earliest one may be 1994 or 1995. I think that's the oldest one I have. I used to really collect them faithfully, but then I kind of weaned off when we got into the 2000s. I always like to have my products like in my face. I like to wake up to them and see them. So here, I have everything in bins, and it's like a mixture of things. Like up here are where I keep my smaller balls of yarn. And then most of my supplies, tags and labels and everything are in there. Lint roller and thread, and you find some makeup. These two bins carry my own personal accessories. And then up here, like the larger bins, I have a few other items where like those are for like giveaways, and then here are some more items in a longer bin that I just pulled out my big humongous basket full of vintage magazines. Some of these my students have given to me. That's really cute. I love really old patterns. The ponchos are coming back too. They're doing knit and crochet capes as well. But yeah, that's another cape. So I keep a lot of my patterns here, and then all the books and everything is referenced for me. But there are seriously some amazing books, and I think I have maybe over 50 books or so. I have everything tagged because I went through all the books and I just sort of highlighted my favorite patterns in each book. And so then that way I can just go right to those pages and reference them. A typical day for me involves me waking up. First, I work out now. I wasn't working out that much before. After I work out, I usually have breakfast. Still on the fast right now, but I usually have oatmeal. Been having the same breakfast for eons. Once I'm dressed and settled in, I'm checking my email. I usually check my email like every 5 minutes. I try to split the time of creating with the time of social media. As far as social media and dealing with stuff on the computer, I'm always editing photos. I go over my website and my Etsy shop to make sure that everything is updated. If I need to relist any products on my Etsy shop, I'll do that. If I have convos, I'll make sure I will respond back to people who have placed orders or if they just have questions about different things. I'm adding products to my official website. And then there's blogging. I love blogging. I try to make sure that I put up maybe 4 to 5 new blogs a day. And then there's tweeting. I try to tweet as much as possible. I'm using a website called Buffer right now, which allows me to plug in my tweets automatically and it schedules them. So I have that set to London time so that when I'm actually asleep, then there are some tweets that are going out while I'm sleeping. Then there's Facebook. At this point, like if you have friend requests, messages, responding back to people that wrote on your wall or anything like that, I make sure I do that. I always like to respond to people that respond to me. Also, part of the internet work is research and development. I like to make sure that I know about 2 or 3 new websites per day. Maybe some of the websites I can just simply enjoy. Maybe it's another blog I would like to follow, or it may be a website that will be beneficial to like my company or myself. What else? As far as internet goes, posting to my Facebook page, and I'm also part of lookbook.nu, which is just, I like to shoot a unique look or unique style and upload it because that's always fun, putting like your daily look online. And in between all of that, I try to have lunch. There are personal things too, like doing bank runs, going to Big Lots or something. With my supplies, I don't really like to keep a lot of supplies on hand. I like to have more products than supplies. But that works for me because I'm in walking distance of the fabric district, the garment district. So if I need something, I could just run out my front door, go over a couple of blocks, grab something, and come back. All because my space is a little bit more limited now, and it just helps when I have more product and supplies. Now that I'm in the Arts District, I go around the whole neighborhood and I pick up like business cards and postcards, anything that's of interest to me. And I take time to contact people, introduce myself, let them know who I am, send them links to my blog and also to my website. On the side of creating, the next time that I block out is pretty much like just sitting and creating a couple of products for the day, making sure that I'm adding to inventory. In the evening time, if I even have time, which I'm working on a nightlife, I like to go out to open mics or to the coffee shop and sit around or go meet up with a couple of neighborhood friends or something, or go to the bookstore to just look at some new books, meet new people, and have another outlet like singing after a long day of work. So that's pretty much a typical day. It's never enough time in a day. I wish I could do more. Like, I'm getting more sleep these days. When I first got onto the internet, I was up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning just listing products in my Etsy shop, promoting as best I can, marketing, learning the internet, trying to figure it out, and then also doing my best to build a very strong brand online. So now that I've done that, I'm still building, still marketing, can never stop marketing, but I'm getting a little bit more sleep these days. Oh, she's here. Hold on just a second.
Don't put me on it.
I know, because I was like, she doesn't want to be on camera. Yes, but the wonderful techie's here. We're going to get started on an interview.
Scooch over to my left a little bit.
Okay.
And back.
Okay, back this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So answer the questions, answer them, you know, off the top of your head and honestly and so forth. But if you can, take a pause between questions so I can cut it up easily without cutting into your speech. And keep it kind of, just get to the point.
All right, yeah.
No rambling.
Yeah.
If you can. Maybe you can. Maybe your answer requires rambling. But if you can, keep it to the point.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right, you guys, it's time to head out to the art show. does it take you to make, say, like the tree?
The tree itself without the flowers took me about 8